we are here to deal with more of subject related doubts rather than your uh, what we say operational doubts. So the second thing is definitely, yeah, we will be interacting with you. So you can say, you can always free to give your suggestions. What, not everything. You can share your personal problem or okay. So any doubt?
Sir, a quick question.
Yeah.
So how would you know, like, who are the people who joined? Is there some kind of an attendance or something?
Yeah. See, these sessions are not mandatory, I hope. So you should attend one out of three kind of thing. And Zoom actually records whoever joining and how much time are they present in this meeting. So that will
Okay.
be recorded from the back end.
So should I join with my full name or something? Because I have joined with some,
No,
I
no,
have joined with
you
just,
might have given your mail IDs, right?
yes.
Yeah. So that will be recorded.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So through which you are joining, that will be recorded. And I guess
Sir,
after qualifier, it
but
will.
if no doubts, then we would be marked absent.
Fine, fine. See, that is what I am telling you. If you don't have any doubts, and if you are clear with your progress, there is no necessary to join this session. Maybe I recommend to join the solve with us sessions if you are unable. That too, if you are unable to do the graded assignment questions. So this session is basically on activity and practice kind of sessions, where if you have any doubts in the lectures or in the doubts in the activity questions, or if you have doubts in practice assignments, we deal it here. And there is an open session which is on 11th of September, I guess. So in that session, you can actually ask the remaining doubts. If you miss asking in this particular session, you can ask it in that particular session. And the third session is important session, which is solve with us session, where we actually give you some questions which are replicas of graded assignment, and we make you to try solve this particular session, and we will discuss the solutions of that questions also. So that will help you to answer graded assignment questions. So these are the three sessions we are going to have for each week. So each and every week we are going to have three sessions, and this is the very first session. So we will have more of an interaction with some technical doubts. Okay.
So
So I'm
how
not
about
muting.
asking?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how about asking conceptual doubts, sir? Even after watching the videos, if there are one or two concepts which cannot be understood, and if we need some
Of course.
understanding of this concepts with some examples or something,
Of course.
will that be okay?
Yeah. See, that is what I'm telling. If you have any misconception, or if you don't have any clarity in the concepts, if you are unable to solve the activity questions, if you are unable to solve the practice assignment, even after seeing the solutions, if you are not getting that, accept graded questions, you can ask anything in this particular session, and keep it more of technical side. That is what my suggestion is. Don't
Like
be
I
like
have doubts from activity and practice questions.
yeah, we will take it one by one. Okay. So see, sorry, I can't understand that language. Uh, okay, is it me or everyone hearing the same kind of
Yeah, that was not good audio.
that? Yeah, okay. So please check your internet connectivity, maybe.
Sir, each and every doubt session will be uploaded on YouTube. I mean live.
Not everything, I guess. So maybe that we are discussing. See, anyway, we have given you some three live sessions from the previous term. That we actually discussed the concepts. So how many of you seen that? Like, how many of you know this?
So can you repeat it when they are
When they are?
when the live sessions are?
So when are the live sessions? Is it when is the next live session? And so I think I will just go through the portal once again where you can find everything. So let me share my screen and I will just run through the portal once so that you will get an idea. So next time you can directly. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I hope this is how you, when you open your portal, this is how it will be. Right? Correct?
Yes.
So there is
Yes.
a course introduction tab. So you can see this, I guess. So when you click on the first about the course, so you will be getting who are the course faculties and who are the course instructors, and we have recommended one syllabus and books. So yeah, one more thing I recommend is I'm not restricting to mute everyone because I need a bit of interaction with you. So I request if you are not having any doubt, if you are not speaking, please be on mute.
Not sir.
Okay. So if you unmute and if you are speaking something or if you have some background noise, that will create some chaos here. Okay. So this is how, if you click on the about the course, you will be seeing this. You can see the calendar here. So okay, specific calendar, you can see the calendar here. Any other events or clicking on this, you can add it to your mail ID also. And there are some,
Yeah,
yeah.
hello.
Hmm.
Sorry, there's Sampath here. The calendar is almost empty all the time. Things.
Zin. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
when
no,
I
it was there. We had
when,
already added it.
So if you add, I guess it will come.
no,
Sir, my doubt is regarding the recommended books. It is mandatory to go through these books.
No, it's not mandatory. It's just our suggestions. Okay. So if you go through these books, that might help. If you have
And
better books,
sir, these recorded lectures are sufficient or not?
more or less it is sufficient. See, the thing is in IITs, you do you know how IIT culture works? Like or
Yeah.
right. So 50% will be taught, and the rest 50% you should learn by your own. So you should develop. So we
From
will
where,
teach
sir? From where we should develop?
like from the through the textbooks or
Okay.
by solving more and more problems. It's like, see what that 50-50, what I am telling you is, if we will teach you how to solve x plus 5 is equals to 3,
Yes,
so
sir.
find the value of x. This we will teach you. From this you have to develop. If I have given you product of 2 like x plus 5 into some x minus 3 is equals to, so maybe not that, twice of x plus 3 is equals to some 3 times of x minus 2. So from that you should find x.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Do you get that? So we will teach you half, matlab, we will teach you the basics.
Okay,
From
sir.
basics you should develop the blocks.
I got it.
Sir, except the practice assignment, are there any practice questions uploaded? Like some question bank or something?
No, not yet, but we are planning to add.
Where can we find the books?
So yeah, so these are some. So if you click on the supplementary contents, there will be lecture PPTs, lecture transcripts. There are books. If you click on the books, you will be redirected to some drive. So from there you can download.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. Please allow me to speak, sir.
I will give you a chance. Okay. Let me just show you what all the things are there on the portal. So there is an orient. So in this particular course introduction, and in this general instructions and important links, so you can get every link. So you can get the playlist of the videos. You can just see the announcement group directly. There is a calendar for this course. You can directly click on this and you will get the calendar and the live session schedule. So this is basically once the live session got ended, then we will add this particular live session to that schedule where you can come back and watch. So yeah, so this is the new thing we are planning, study with a student mentor. This was not there in the earlier terms. This is a new thing we are planning, where if you want personal mentor kind of thing, like if you want a one-to-one interaction kind of thing, you can register with this. You can register into this, and you will get some student mentor mentoring you, guiding you. Maybe I guess twice, once in 2 days or once in 3 days, he will be meeting you, and he will give you, yeah. So this is like an complete assistance to you. So if you feel you are weak and if you want a strong student mentor, you can go through this. And this is how the weekly contents will release. So week one
Can
got,
you, sir, can you give the brief of paradoxes and internship and placements? Like all students will support me for this question.
can you repeat paradox? Paradox is an event.
About the paradoxes and internship placements.
See, that is what I'm not that active in operational things. I don't know how it is working or placement kind of thing. So you should better ask support team.
Okay.
For this, okay. So see, we are 58 instructors here, and this is the first term you are seeing, okay. So in this first term, and that too mathematics, I am one of the course instructor, and in second term I am the course instructor, okay. Apart from that, there is diploma level and degree level, and uske baad BS, it is fourth year level. So maybe start worrying about how to cope up with this particular courses like this. So once you reach diploma level, we can think of placements and everything. Cool.
Okay, sir, we
So
got
when
it.
week 2 content launch?
A week, see, every week content will come on Friday. Can you mute?
Guys, please stop the background sound.
I'm muting everyone. So yeah, every week content will be released on Friday. So suppose week 2 will come tomorrow. So once week 2 got released, the deadline for week 2 will be next Wednesday. So the next Wednesday is on within 5-6 days, and from there some 7 days you will get some 13 days for each week. So what I mean about deadline is the graded assignment submission date. So within these 13 days you should go through the content, you should solve activity questions, you should solve practice assignment, and after you solving this, finally you should solve graded assignment questions. So these all things you should do within 13 days. You will be given some 13 days, and more or less 60-70% of the students will do it on the last day. And I don't mind if you are able to do it in one day, you can do. But if you are unable to do, you can judge, right? Within first 2 or 3 weeks, you can judge yourself how much time you require for each week. So try to spend that much time. And my recommendation is at least you should be like 4 to 5 days you should spend in order to understand it better. And this in mathematics, weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4, I don't think you will have much problems because you might have studied this in your 10th grade or 11th grade. So these are very basic. We will start with natural numbers.
Sir, how much content should we be covering in one day?
It depends on the person. So that is what I wanted to convey. So it depends.
Like generally for you to be very balanced towards the end, that you don't have to.
So we expect you to spend some 12 hours per week for one particular course, 10 to 12 hours.
Because sir, in our parallel, our other offline degrees are also going on.
Yeah. So considering that only,
Yeah.
you have to spend at least 10 to 12 hours per week. So you can adjust your timings. So you might get free on one day and you might be very busy on the other day. So considering throughout a week, you should at least spend 10 to 12 hours per week.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, when we submit the graded assignment for first week, on which day?
Graded assignment on
September 14th.
September 14th. So within September 14th, you should submit your graded assignment. So
The deadline is
Okay.
mentioned on the graded
yeah.
assignments.
So when you open the graded assignment,
Okay,
you
sir.
can
Okay.
see on the top with red color. So due date for
Okay.
this assignment is this. So you
Okay,
should
thank
be
you, sir.
very sure. Okay.
Okay,
I don't have
thank you.
access to the forum, discussion forum. How to get it?
So have you shared your mail IDs to the support team? So you should mail them. Basically, you just mail to support@onlinedegree.iitm.in
I
saying
got an official mail ID earlier. Before attempting qualifier exam, I do have access to the forum, but after getting official mail ID, I don't have access to the forum.
okay, you just do one thing. You just mail to the support team saying that so and so before I got access. Now this is my new mail ID, new official mail ID I got. Please add this to my.
And sir, after qualifying the qualifier exam, do
One.
we need to submit all initial first 4 week assignments and like we have to pursue the course from week
See,
one?
it's like betterment kind of thing. Okay, so we will take the best out of the two. So you might have submitted during your qualifier time. See, please. Okay, so you might have submitted.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Let
Sir,
me
excuse me.
Okay, let me complete. Okay, I will come to you.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
May I know your name?
Sir, my name is Chanti, sir. Hello.
Chanti. Chanti, I will come to you. I am just in between answering a question. Okay, I will just come.
Okay, sir.
So you might have submitted your graded assignments earlier. Even now, if you submit your graded assignment, we will take the best out of it. Okay, it's kind of a betterment kind of thing. So if you have a good grades previously, you don't need to worry about this time. Okay. And also the quiz one, if you ask me if you have to give quiz one or not, that is also the same thing. We will take the best out of it. So the qualifier score and this particular quiz one score, if you got quiz one better, we will take the better one. Okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
What we will study in BSc level, how it will be different from the 2 diplomas level?
See, okay. Before answering that question, I just wanted to clear one thing. So you have, so this is a foundational level, right? You might have seen the week one content, right?
Yes.
So you know exponential growth? Do you know anything about exponentially growing? Okay, don't worry. So do you know
growth in the form of a power x?
e power x? Like, so it's like, so in the foundational level, you might start with very basic concepts, which are some 8th, 9th level. But when you jump to, so don't even jump to diploma. When you jump to the term 2, there is a course called statistics 2. So for everyone, it is a bouncer. So it's a kind of bouncer, means it's way above the head. So the concepts or the level will gradually exponentially increase. So when you go to diploma level, if you don't have any prior knowledge on foundational courses, you can't cope up. So there the standard will be very high. The courses like machine learning, foundation machine learning practices.
Is this
So
course is sufficient for the becoming data scientist, or we have to do masters?
See, so can you guarantee me when you do a BTech in computer science?
Sir, my parallel is going on.
Yeah, I know. I am asking you this particular question. When you do BTech in computer science,
yeah,
is it sufficient to become a computer engineer?
Sometimes, sir, if there is placement and you are updated with the companies.
See, yeah, okay. For with companies, when you sit for placements, you do placement. But will you use whatever you studied in your BTech? Will it be sufficient to cope up in your?
No,
right?
Sir. It requires the MTech.
Yeah, no need of MTech. It requires some other skills along with this.
College studies not come in company, sir.
Correct. So here
We have to do something parallel, like encoding DSA with every language and other things, and
correct.
competitive programming like Google, GSOC, other likewise.
Correct. So whatever you are telling is correct. So here also the same thing works. So we will teach you how you can become a data scientist. Not completely. So I am again mentioning you this. We will guide you to become a data scientist.
Okay,
we can't make you data scientist. So you understand the difference, right?
Yes, sir,
So
I
if you
got it.
if you go through this, you will get a confidence how to become a data scientist. Okay, it's more of like 60-40. So we will be giving you 60% of the knowledge and you should gain some 40% of the knowledge. Combinedly, you can become a complete data scientist. Or if you want to become a programmer, the same thing. So 60-40 kind of thing. So you should put 40% of your efforts.
Good morning, sir. This is Karthik here.
Yeah.
Sir, regarding the activity questions, we had an orientation on 5th of September. So, sir told us that we can refresh them. So, but there is no option of refreshing the activity questions.
Activity questions? No.
Yeah, they said ki if we refresh it, we'll get new questions, like a question answer.
That
Yes,
is
sir.
for practice assignment.
Yeah.
That is for only for practice assignment.
Yeah, that is for
Where's the
practice
practice?
assignment only.
Okay, sir.
So you can refresh the practice assignment. You will get a new question. But
Every time, sir.
But activity, I don't think. Activity, it's
Sir, in practice assignment, we will got every time the new questions.
no,
when we
not
apply.
every time. It's like randomization. See, we take so question number 1, we will give some 4 or 5 sets.
Okay.
So that 5 only will get repeat. Okay.
Hello.
But
Sir,
activity,
practice assignment also not repeating, sir. It's hard. There is no option to refresh. How to refresh the practice assignment?
Refresh the tab, bro.
Here. Press the tab, and in mathematics, I think we had not given this randomization thing. Let me check on this. Okay.
Yeah, so I tried it a few times to refresh, but I don't think new questions are coming.
Is it?
Yes, sir. Same
Yes,
for
sir.
me.
It's not any. I tried on English also, sir. It's not coming, sir.
Okay. So
Take
this
your
thing,
time and resolve this problem, please, sir.
yeah. See, this thing is not yet updated, I guess. So what happens is when you refresh your practice assignment, and then the questions should change.
Sir, I have some doubts in activity.
Yeah. We will start. Okay. We will start within some 5 minutes. So
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, as silly as it may sound, sir, I currently kind of failed to crack JEE Advanced. So I just wanted to know that how much IITian we will be from this course.
How much IITians?
Like, can we flex it with our relatives also?
25.64.
See, these
Sir, yeah.
See, I can't. See, is there any fixed kind of thing? Like, I don't think we can say itna percent aayega or.
Sir, this is unofficial question.
Like,
You can
collect
that. Sir, also, sir, I will be joining NIT Rourkela in probably metallurgy branch, and sir, is this degree will work on with that?
See, I know. See, many students might have this particular doubt. You know, data science nowadays is getting recognition in every department.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. India is on 3rd position in the world for data scientists.
Yeah.
First on UK, second US, India 3rd. 35% data scientists are from India.
See.
So is my future job secure?
You should do other skills.
Yeah, see, I don't 100% depend on the course itself. So course teach karega humko, hum sirf padhte jayenge. You shouldn't be like that. You should also put some efforts. You should also gain some, not only the knowledge we provide, you should also gain, you should develop yourself basically. It's more,
Sir, may I get
more
something
like
clarified,
self
please?
motivation kind of thing. Okay, so there will not be anyone sitting beside you always motivating you to do this course, because this is an online course. Okay, we will meet you thrice a week, and that too more of, we will deal with questions and doubts.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so you should
Can I
be
get something
self-driven.
clarified, please?
Yeah.
Sir, is it mandatory to give the second quiz if we're satisfied with the first one?
Yeah. Of course, yes, right? See,
Oh,
if you,
sorry, sir, I couldn't hear
what do
you.
you mean by satisfied?
Sir, I meant there are quiz 1 and quiz 2, right?
Correct.
So, do we have to give both of them or just one of them? I was confused about
See,
that.
if you have time to prepare for both of the exams, and if you can able to give both of the exams, I recommend you to give both the exams. Have you gone through the grading document?
I did, sir, but I was confused. That's why I was asking.
See, I think if you have only given one graded assignment, you will be counted for only 90%.
No, sir, not the graded assignment. I meant
Sorry,
the
quiz,
quiz
quiz.
1 we have
Yeah,
on
yeah, I
16,
understand.
and then the
So
quiz 2
for
we have on.
quiz only. If you have given only one quiz,
Yes, sir.
you will not be totaled for 100%. You will be totaled for only 90%.
Okay.
Okay. So you might lose that 10% marks.
Okay,
So
sir.
we will count 10% of graded, all the 10 out of 12 graded.
Was it not like 95%?
It's 90, right? With bonus marks, you can add it to 95, right?
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Okay. It's like 0.1. See, it's like 10% of your graded assignments and 0.4 of your quiz and 0.4 of the end up. So it sums up to 0.9. And there are some bonus marks which you do submit practice assignments, and if you attend live sessions, if you are active in discussion forums. So that might give you some bonus marks. That's it.
Sir, in academics, the category 1, this general EWS, this will affect us. Means in academics.
Not in academics, but maybe financially it might give you some ease. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, can I ask a question, sir?
Quick. 7:30 we will start discussing this activity question. Okay.
Sir, actually, the recommended books for mathematics syllabus is NCERT 10th, 11th, 12th standard maths books based competitive exam books. So, sir, can you please name some? Because it is very vague. Otherwise, you have told exactly the author of the book or name of the book.
So our thing, see, that suggestion is we prepared a book.
Okay.
That is present in this supplementary contents. So in the supplementary content, there is a tab called books.
Yes, sir.
So if you click on that books, you will get that PDF.
Sir, this is empty, sir. It shows that empty.
Is this empty?
Yes, sir.
No, sir, I can see 2 PDFs, like one.
So when you
What?
click on that, see, week 1 to 4, you have one PDF. And week
So-
7, 8, 9, you have one more PDF. And we are preparing week 5, 6, and 10, 11, 12. Okay. So you can see.
Sir,
You can
or-
download it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for guiding it, sir. Sir, please, one more thing is there. Sir, can
So
you
there
please
is,
show
if there is
on screen
question
how to
in this
go
book?
for this
One by
refreshing,
one by one.
refreshing of the questions as you discussed earlier? Can you please guide it on the screen, sir?
See, that refreshing thing is not yet activated. So if you just have to click on the practice assignment and you just do the refresh here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
what we planned is we wanted to give you some randomized questions. So you will get a new set of questions when you refresh it, but it's not yet activated. We will look into this and we will try to rectify it as soon as possible. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, is there any quiz 3 also?
No quiz 3. 2 quiz and 1 end up.
Excuse me, sir.
2 more minutes, only 2 more minutes. Okay, 7:30 we will start with problems.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah. One by one.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have a doubt. So, like, in case I'm not able to attend the live sessions, like, will there be the recorded sessions? Like,
See,
where will you be?
Yeah. Already
uploading
there
them?
are 3 recorded sessions. You can watch it. You can watch them. So we will deal more or less the same content here also.
Okay.
So
Where
there
are
is
the
a tab called
pre-recorded
live
sessions?
session.
Where are the pre-recorded sessions of the earlier
So it's in live session tab. Once you open the portal, so there are 4 tabs like this: course introduction, week 1 supplementary content, and the bottommost one is the live session. So just click on it, and for week 1 there are 3 videos we have uploaded, which we had in the previous term.
Okay.
So you can see this activity practice session is basically, there is a summary, complete summary of week 1. We did the complete summary of week 1, starting with set theory, types of relations, and everything. So you can go through this if you want the concept clarity.
So I think you should disable the chat section because some boys are spamming and some other people.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I have an
Malwaring some.
So can you please the mentorship program? Senior mentorship program.
Yeah, that.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I have an query regarding that fee waiver thing. So for that fee waiver thing, do we need to produce the family income certificate or will the ITR file for the current year work?
I know, Anushraj. So I'm not the right person to answer your query. Okay.
Yeah, it's technical.
So you can mail this to support. See, if I give you some random answer, I
Sir,
can satisfy you.
I made a phone call at the number that is provided on the website, and they said yes. But I thought that you might help me with this. So
so sorry. See, the thing
Sir,
is,
I have a doubt, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, we can attempt the graded assessment multiple times, sir.
Just a second, okay. We will again take these questions at the end of this session, okay. Maybe at 9 a.m. I will take these doubts. Let's come to mathematics 1 completely. So now let's go into this world. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I will just go through each and every activity. If you have any doubt, so maybe all the 300 students may not get a chance to speak up.
Right.
Okay. So there are many sessions coming up. Even you have an orientation session, I guess, from 8 a.m. to evening 4 p.m. if I am not wrong. Correct? 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. you have some orientation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. If you have any other operational doubts, you can join those sessions and you can clear your doubts. Now, what we will do is we will just see this week 1 of mathematics, which we started from natural numbers. And one key takeaway from here is we are starting natural numbers from 0. So you might have studied natural numbers starting with 1. But in this particular course, we defined our natural numbers in such a way that 0 can also be included in the natural number set. Okay. So this is one main takeaway from lecture 1.1. Any doubts
So
in
when
1.1?
any questions or any quizzes we get, we should count 0 as a natural number.
0 as a natural number, and I will tell you the reason behind it also. You might have, do any one of you know the actual reason why we are including 0?
Yeah, sir, it was taught, but we missed. Can you explain?
So to show that there's nothing, we have to keep a number.
Okay.
You don't have to count whole number.
Yeah, natural. Okay, let me reframe my question.
Actually, natural number means that counting of things, and if we are not counting anything, means we need a number to show that. That's why we use 0 in natural number.
Okay, correct. So whatever you said is correct. Let me reframe my question. Natural numbers can be defined in 2 ways. So one natural number set will start from 1, and another natural number set will start from 0. But among these two, why we choose the 0, 1, 2, 3 as our natural set?
Yeah, but if we include zero, it will
But we
be
don't have to define whole number.
We don't have to
Define whole number.
Okay.
So then why we are calling them natural numbers? Why we are not considering them as a whole number?
See, that is what some people say it as a whole numbers.
Yes, the same doubt.
Some people, yeah, I'm see there are two kinds of mathematicians. Okay, let's say there are two different mindset mathematicians.
Yeah.
Where one mathematician is interested to define natural numbers as the numbers which are only positive, like 1, 2, 3. So he's counting the numbers. So numbers he actually used for counting, and he say if there are nothing, I don't think about that. If nothing, if no objects are there, there is no word called counting. So therefore there is no zero. So he will start from 1, 2, 3 and so on, and he will say if I have to include zero, I will not call it as a natural number set. I will just call it as a whole number set. So this is one kind of mathematician. So there is other kind of mathematician who says, so I just wanted to give a representation. If there is nothing, I just wanted to refer it to as zero. Instead of saying nothing, no objects are there. Instead of saying all these things, I will
Just like we use 5 for representing a null set.
Yeah. So for in regards to set, we say 5. In regards to numbers and counting, we say 0. So that's just the representation, and I don't see 0 as a separate thing. I will just put this 0 also into this natural number set, and I will call this complete 0 to infinity as the natural number set. So there are two kinds of mathematicians. Both are correct. So we can't say this one is correct and that one is correct, or that one is correct. So in their reasonings, both of them are correct, and we are left to select one of them. So it's up to us. So which one do we take? So shall we take natural number starting with 1, or can we take natural number starting with 0 instead of defining again a whole number? And
Sir, I think it's situation, sir. Situation based.
So why we include 0 in this particular course is, so this particular course is for data science and programming, right? Whether it is data science or programming, 0 is very, very important number. So in programming, we say it's called as initialization. So we initialize with 0. Correct? So if we didn't define 0 as naturally, it is also a natural number. If we didn't define that, so we should start from 1, which is not a correct way. So in programming, initialization is a thing. And even in data science also, this number 0 plays a very, very important role. Correct?
So can you please elaborate regarding that role of 0 in data science? A bit of elaboration regarding that.
See, the same in machine learnings, or so in machine learning there is a thing called regression.
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay. You heard of it, right?
It's linear regression and polynomial.
Linear regressions, multivariate regressions, multilinear regressions. So when you perform regressions, so you will be finding minimum or maximum value equating it to 0. So derivate it and equate it to 0.
Okay.
And every time in data, null cells are called zeros. Null cells are represented as zeros.
Okay, sir.
Correct? So when you take a data, if there is no value inside any cell, we will put 0 into that cell. So these are very basic important. So once you go to diploma level, you will understand why 0 is playing a much more important role in data science.
Yes.
Okay. 6 assignments I have done.
So let's come to assignment. This question is for all the 300 students. Are there any doubts in activity 1.1?
So the third question.
The last question.
No, sir. Yes, sir. The third question.
Third question. Consider 2 to be the first prime number.
And fifth one, sir.
So like, is there any like defined sort way for this?
No short way. We expect
need
you
to
to write
count.
down, use the.
So for me, the answer is 53. I don't know why. And while counting,
That
the
is
answer comes out.
So like we have to make that tables are told in the
Yeah,
next
so it's a kind of we expect you to do this sieve of earthousness. That's it.
Okay.
And just count
Yes,
the
sir.
16th prime number.
That's 53, sir.
Yes, we are getting 53 answer.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
53 is the answer.
And
Yes,
this is
sir.
correct.
What was the answer?
Yes,
53.
53 itself is the answer.
So answer is
Excuse
also
me, sir.
53, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They're asking this question for no reason.
Okay.
Excuse me,
fifth
sir.
question. The fifth question, please.
If you ask from us that to find, excuse me, sir. Let me.
Yeah, Chandra.
If you ask us to find the 100 of prime number, then what is the best way to find this one?
See, sieve of earthousness is the best way to find the prime numbers.
Oh,
Okay.
so we have to count one by one, na, sir.
Yeah. We will not ask you the 100th prime number. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's come to fifth question of one point.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
In fifth question, the dates are given as P and Q. And the question is saying that they are perfect squares. But between 1 to 31, there is no such date. There is no such perfect square whose difference is 10.
There's 25 and 4.
Yes, sir. We have 25 and 4.
See, I think 25th of October and 4th
It's
of
25th of
November.
October and 4th of November.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No perfect square from the same month. They are from the different months.
Different months.
So the question is given that in the question it's given that girl's
One is
birthday is
from
in October
October
and
and
other one is from November.
October has 31 days.
October has 31 days.
Correct. So these are the important things.
Just go through it.
Okay. So I'll just go through this. So there are two people. One girl name is Sheetal and other guy's name is Kart. Please be on mute, na. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I had a doubt in computational thinking activity.
See.
This is not a class of
This is
statistics.
Mathematics 1, okay?
Not computer thinking.
Yeah. So let me quickly give you idea how to do this.
I had doubt in third question of activity 1.
1.1.
Sorry, second question.
1.1.
Yes, sir.
I will just go through there. Let me give you two lines answer for this. So we said P and Q are perfect square. So every month will have at most 31 days, correct? So February will have 28 or 29 days, and few months will have 30
गोलू
days, and other
थोड़ा सा
months will
एगो
have
माचिस
31
का
days.
तीली दीजिए तो भाई.
Okay. At most.
So say to everyone, all are muted.
Yeah. So please be on mute. Okay. So write down the perfect squares till 31. So there are only few perfect squares. 1 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 9 is a perfect square, and 16 is a perfect square, and 25 is a perfect square. So there are only 5 perfect squares. So 5 dates which can be perfect squares. And also we said the difference between these two perfect squares is 10 days. So just check what all possible values can P have. So P should be from October and Q should be from November, and the difference shouldn't be more than 10. Okay, these are the main 3 things. So when P is 1, so adding 10 to it will be in October only. So P cannot be 1. Like this you have to check. So what if P takes 4? 4 is a perfect square. What if P takes 4? So 4th of October is Sheetal's birthday. But when I add 10 days to it, it will be 14th of October only. It didn't go to November yet.
So we need to take 25, sir. We need to take 25. All the other 4 options will leave us in October itself.
That's it, correct. So P cannot take 1, 4, 9, even 16. If I take 16th of October, if I add this, it will be in October only. So then comes P should take 25. So when P takes 25th of October, you just add 10 days to it. So 6 days from October and 4 days from November. So after 31st, it will go to November. And it will become 4th of November. So even 4 is a perfect square, and that is the value of Q. So P value is 25 and Q value is 4.
Yes.
Okay. Compute P minus 2Q.
Sir, I have one doubt. Is 0 perfect square?
Yeah, 0 is also a perfect square. 0 is perfect square, perfect cube.
But we don't have 0 as a date in our calendar.
Yeah.
No need to consider that here.
So what is the second question we have? So suppose a class has m students. If we distribute 3 pens to each student, then 4 pens will remain. If there are 70 pens in total, what is the value of m?
70 minus 4,
Yeah.
66.
So there
22
are
is the answer.
correct. There are
So the
total
answer
of
is 22.
the answer is 22. Oh, you are trying to check answer or you are trying to check me?
But I'm not asking the answer.
Sir, I had one more question on 0. Is 0 considered as even, and how is it?
No, it is neither.
It is even, right?
Yeah, 0 is even because if we divide 0 by 2, then the answer is even.
See,
Or
x mod 2 is, if x mod 2 is 0, x is an even number. If x mod 2 is 1, x is an odd number. So that is how we define odd, right? If it is divisible by 2, they are even numbers. If they are not divisible by 2, they are odd numbers. See, 0 is everything, man. 0 is a perfect square, 0 is even. Except prime, 0 is everything.
Sir, but it is not necessary to be 1 to show odd number.
It is not necessary to be.
Remainder.
The alternative will be 1 only, right? When you are dividing any number by 2, either the remainder will be 0 or 1.
Sir, yeah, so 0 divided by a number is infinity, right? Or is it
0
not correct?
divided
No, it's not defined only when 0 is at the denominator. But at the numerator, then it is equal to 0.
The other way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this particular thing, there are 70 pens. See, treat it as a scenario, okay? Don't be, it is a question asked to you. So you treat it like you are one of the students and you are in that class and someone brought some 70 pens to your class and they have
Sir,
distributed.
there is some background sound. Please tell them to unmute.
So I request everyone to please be on mute if you are not speaking. Okay.
Sir, please explain fourth question.
This is one. I will come to that question. I will take the fourth question. And this is, see, these 70 pens are distributed 3 to each of the students. Treat it like 3. There are m students. If I distribute 3 pens to each student, 3 times m pens are distributed to the students. And after distributing it, 4 pens are left out. So that means 3 times m plus 4, if I add them, that should be total number of pens. So 3m plus 4 is equals to 70. So from there, you just find the value of m, capital. Yeah, this thing x mod 3. So just give me one more minute. Let me share my other screen.
One question, sir. So can you take us to functions on?
We will go to functions quickly.
Thank you, sir.
So this is, we are on AQ 1.1 Q4. Is my journal screen visible? Like,
yes.
Yes.
This is visible, right?
Very
AQ
perfect. Very perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So this is given as x mod So how many of you know what is x mod 3 means?
Which means it gives us a reminder, sir. We have to take the reminder.
Yes, sir, if we
Which means
divide something
remainder
with
is
some
one.
other number, then it gives us the remainder.
Correct. So when x is divided by 3, the remainder is 1. Okay. And the other part is x mod 7 is 4. Correct. So what you do is, so when we say x mod 3 is 1, so what is the form of x? It will be something like 3k plus 1.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Here also,
X
my
equal
same x should be some 7p plus 4. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, there are 4 options given to you: 25, 34, 58 and 67. So it's an MSQ kind of thing, multiple select question.
25 and 67 will serve the purpose, sir.
So I should have the numbers which are 1 more than the 3 divisible numbers and 4 more than the 7 divisible numbers. So just take one by one number, like option A. So if you take 25, so 25, can you write it in the 3k plus 1 form?
Yes, sir. 3 into 8 plus 1.
3 into 8 plus 1. Correct? And the
Plus
same
1.
5, I can write it
Yeah.
as 7p
7p
plus
plus
4.
4.
So 7 times 3 plus 4.
Yes.
Okay. So this 25 can be, if I 25 mod 3 is 1, 25 mod 7 is 4. So x can take value 25. So this is
true.
This is true. Like this you can check for 34, 58, 67. So 34,
And also,
it will be of 3k plus 1 form, but it will not be on 7p plus 4 form. So this is something
Sure.
like 7 times, 1 second, 7 times 4 plus some 6. So this is plus 6, not plus 4. So 34 mod 7 will be 6. So 58 mod 7 will be 2. So 67 mod 7 will be 4 and 67 mod 3 will be 1. Okay. So this one is also correct. So that is how you can check.
Hit or trial method, sir. Hit or trial method.
Hit and trial. So when options are given in this kind of questions, hit and trial is the best method.
So how can I disable these public chats to my screen?
So is there any
There is option of show chat preview. Just tick on that.
There's an arrow beside, so click on that.
Muted, sir.
Then unchecked so chat previews.
Go to the chat and the right side corner in the corner.
So what happened?
Mute notification.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Cool.
Thank you.
one doubt, sir. Sir, if I choose 0 to infinite as natural numbers, what can I say about whole numbers? Means how can I define whole numbers?
No. So that is what I am constantly telling you. So there are two different ways of defining these natural numbers. One way is, some will say this is a natural number set, and there is one more thing called whole number set, which is like this. And some other mathematician will define it like this. So combining these two, he will just call it as the natural numbers. So once we are defining it like this, there is no word called whole numbers.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, let's go to 1.2. Okay.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Sir, can you explain? Sir, can you explain non-terminating and terminating and recurring decimals and non-recurring decimals?
It is, we didn't deal with those things, right? We don't require that much.
So please can you tell those guys mute themselves?
Excuse me, can you mute please? The background noise is coming too much.
Yes, I'll just mute them.
You stop Mac you.
A lot of.
Okay, I just muted everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, ask. Someone is asking, right?
Sir, one question.
Yeah. Am I not audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm audible. Yeah.
Sir, activity second, third question.
1.23. Okay, the terminating, non-terminating thing. See, we don't require that that much, but anyway, I will explain you what is that.
Hello, sir. So can you just explain us the concept that which Madhavan sir explained, that rational numbers and are dense and integers are countable? That thing, sir, please.
Okay. See, if you take 1/3, okay, so 1/3 is 0.333333 and so on, right? You can actually predict the 100th decimal point or the 1000th decimal point. Everything will be 3. So when you are able to predict, or if there is a repetition kind of thing in your after the decimal point, we just give them as a terminating. So it will repeat again and again. So this 3 above bar will repeat again. This refers that this 3 will be repeated again and again. So there will be some other thing. So 22/7. Let's take 22/7. So what is this 22/7?
Pi.
It is not pi. It is approximated to pi.
Okay.
Okay. So pi is not exactly 22/7, but pi can be approximated to 22/7, and 22/7 is actually 3.147 and so on. So this particular thing, there will not be any repetition.
Yes.
Okay. So the next number you can't predict, or you can't know. So once you have completed 10 places after the decimal point, it is independent of the 11th place. So sorry, the 11th place is independent of the
first 10 places.
First 10 places. So there will not be any particular pattern.
Excuse me, sir.
Or yeah.
Sir, so non-terminating, non-recurring decimal will be irrational or rational?
See, it can be both. Even see, the 22/7 is a rational number. Okay.
Sir, so how do we differentiate between them? No.
So there is no that kind of differentiation.
Sir said that pi will be irrational.
See, pi is an irrational. 22/7 is a rational. See, if you wanted to approximate pi, we approximate it to 22/7. It's not pi is equals to 22/7. So this is
You cannot write pi exactly as p by q.
Yeah, you cannot write pi exactly as p by q. But with some error, very small error, you can actually approximate pi to 22/7.
A better approximation of pi is actually 355 by 113. 355 upon 355 upon 113. It's a good rational approximation of pi. Up to about, I guess, 11 digits.
Okay, so even I learned it from you. Thanks. Okay.
So
you don't much focus on this terminating, non-terminating, recurring, non-recurring.
Third, E is a rational number, right?
E is a rational. E is not a
Irrational.
rational number.
Irrational number.
Okay.
X and E is pi and E is also irrational number.
E is also an Euler number 2.7.
0.71.
This will be like this.
Sir, can you explain one activity 1.2 last question?
Yeah, we will go to that activity questions now.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so 1.2, it's of rational numbers. Okay, so we dealt with rational number. What is a rational number? What are irrational numbers? And in that lecture, we have given some 4 activity questions.
It's the last question.
The third question.
Yeah, third and fourth question we will do. Now,
Second one also, sir.
which one?
Second one, sir.
Oh, second one.
Sir, third question.
Yeah, we will discuss. See, reduced form means you cannot further simplify the rational number.
So the GCD of the numerator and denominator should be equal to 1.
Should be 1 in order to say it is a reduced form. So if you see here 5 by 60, so the GCD between 5 and 60 is 5.
Yes, sir.
So it is not in the reduced form. So even the 12 by 27, the GCD is 3. It is also not in the reduced form. 11 by 18. So 11 by 18, GCD between 11 and 18 is 1. So there are no common factors. Greatest common divisor is 1. And even 13 by 91, you see 91 is actually the product of 13 and 7. 7 times 13. So even the GCD between 13 and 91 is 13. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So option will be.
Can you explain GCD in short?
GCD is greatest common divisors. Yeah, in some places they will call HCF. So both are same, highest common factor or greatest common divisor. So the name itself tells you greatest
common divisor.
Yeah, common divisor. So which screen am I sharing?
Yes, sir, you're sharing the.
Yes, sir.
So if there are two numbers, if I ask you the greatest common divisor of those two numbers, let's say 14 and some 52. Okay. So if I ask you the greatest common divisor, so you write down the divisors of 14, which is 1, 2, 7 and 14. And you write down the
1, 2.
So 1, 2,
4,
4,
13, 26,
52.
52.
So 2 is the GCD of the
Now,
numbers.
once you have written the greatest divisors of both the numbers, you pick the common divisors first. So you pick the common divisors. What are the common divisors?
1 and 2.
It's 1 and 2.
So 1 and 2. And there are no other common divisors. Out of these common divisors, which one is the greatest one? So which one is the largest one? Maybe?
2.
1 or 2? 2. So 2 is the greatest common divisor for 52. And we represent it like this. GCD of 14 comma 52 is equals to 2.
It called is HCF also.
And this is same as
Sir, I think it is also known as HCF.
Yeah, it is actually the HCF.
But otherwise, we can write all the prime factors and then we can take the product of common prime factors in both. Is that also the HCF?
You can do that.
Prime factorization and then all the commons, but without redundancy. Yeah.
Correct. You can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is simply the GCD. And the third question is about this GCD only. I'm not going back. I will write the question here itself. So we said GCD of some rational number, some integer a comma 4
is 2.
is 2. And also we have given GCD of AB is 1. Correct, right? And we also given one more condition is 4 is greater than A is greater than B. So this condition is also important, and A and B are natural numbers. So when we say A and B are natural numbers, A and B can also be zeros. Okay.
By using options, we can wrap it in.
By using options, you can pick, or you can simply write the factors of 4.
We can eliminate those two options which we have before.
See, you can directly do that. If you can take 2, 1 as A and B values, 1, 2 as A and B values, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, what you have to do is,
so we can say that A is even and then put A and G second equation. Then we'll also get, so there can only be one option that says B is odd. That is one. First option.
So GCD of A comma 4 is 2. That means A is actually an even number. Correct?
It is 2, sir. It is 2, sir.
It is 2. So see, when I say greatest common divisor between two natural numbers is 2, both the natural numbers should be even numbers. So if I have any odd number, let's suppose what if A is odd? So for example, GCD of 7 comma 4. So what will be GCD of 7 comma 4? It will be 1.
Once.
So you can take any odd number, not only 7, any odd number which is of 2k plus 1 form, comma 4 will be 1. So the greatest common divisor between an odd number and 4 will be 1. So if we are saying the greatest common divisor is 2, that means A should be even. Now you know A should be even, and also A is less than 4. You can directly take the value A as A is either 0 or 2. So what if A is 0? What is the greatest common divisor? GCD of 0 comma 4?
0.
0.
0?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Think about this.
Sir, 4
Won't
sir,
be
4.
defined.
4 sir.
4, sir.
1, sir.
1, 4 won't be defined.
1, sir.
4 sir. 4 because 0 divided by 4 is 0.
Yeah. So 0 is actually everything. I said right. 0 you can write it as 0 times 4.
Sir, but if we go in with context to the question, we did not have 0 in any of the options, so we did not.
You can directly, correct. From the question also you can go. We have not given any of the option as A taking value 0. So you can directly go with the options. So A equals to 0 is not valid. So A takes value 2. So if A takes value 2, here it will be 2 comma some B, and its GCD is 1. So what can be the possible values of B? It can be 1 or 3.
1 only.
1.
Okay. And all B is less than A. So the only possible case is 1. So 2 comma 1 will be the answer. Okay. And what happened to the fourth question? Is it regarding to the dense line? Dense?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, we can say that the 0 is a factor of all natural number.
0 is a factor of all the natural numbers, correct.
Only the natural numbers.
Usually factors we refer to natural numbers, right? Naturals or integers?
How 0 is the factor of any natural number?
0 is not factor of, sorry. 0 is not the factor of every natural number.
It can be a multiple, but not a 0.
Every natural number is a factor of 0.
Yes.
Factor of any number.
But 0 is not a factor of any number. It is a multiple of all the numbers.
Sir, can you elaborate?
The thing is 5.
Because it comes in all the tables. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0.
Correct. So any number, you take any number, you can write a times 0 is 0. Okay. Or 0 divided by a is 0. So that means it divides. So when we will say it is a divisor or a factor, so when that particular number divides this number. So 0 divided by a is 0. So that means the remainder is 0, which says that a is a factor of 0.
Means all natural and integers are the factor of 0.
So yeah, you can say that. So every integer is a factor of 0.
But sir, then it will also result in 0 only, no?
See, our main thing is this. So when we will say a divides b, so if there are two numbers, when I say a is a factor of b,
when a multiplied by something is b.
Yeah, that means when we say this is the denotation for a divides b, or you can take b mod a should be 0. So the remainder should be 0.
Yes,
correct? Now the same thing applies here also. So I have a and other thing is 0.
In that case, real numbers, irrational numbers are also a factor of 0.
Irrational numbers, we see factors are always natural numbers, right? We write it in the natural number.
Then sir, why 0 divided by 0 is not 0?
0 divided by 0 is not defined because so you are dividing it with some known value, right? So when you come to 0 divided by 0, you wanted to divide 0 things
Intermediate form.
in 0 number of ways. How many ways you can divide that? So there are no elements, no objects, and you want to divide no objects into 0 number of okay, let me tell you in another way.
So it can be this way also, right? 0 technically means nothing. So nothing by nothing. So nothing can be anything.
Indeterminate form.
You have 0 apple and you want to distribute it. And so how will you distribute it? You have no nothing, 0 apple.
0 in a denominator is not at all possible. So it is not a factor of any number.
Yeah. Right. Even you can say that.
Sir, if you don't have anything, you cannot divide it.
Yeah, we cannot divide it.
Division is
If you have
repeated
nothing, how can you
subtraction.
divide it with two people? You cannot.
Bro, why are you fighting with sir? Like sir is not.
I have 1.6
That was a nice thing.
Okay, I will tell you in an easier way this. So I'm just thinking to how easy I can project this. So 0 divided by 0, you see, if there is a division possible. So 0 times 1 is 0, 0 times 2 is also 0, 0 times 3 is also 0, 0 times 4 is also 0. So now I will write it like this. 0 by 0 can be 1, 0 by 0 can be 2, 0 by 0 can be 3, 0 by 0 can be 4, and so on. So which value to be taken? Can you define properly which actually what value will come?
It's not defined, sir. As we studied earlier, that anything is divided by 0 is not defined.
Anything divided by 0 is not defined, but think logically. Logically also you can derive this. So you are cancelling out. So how will the division work? If you wanted to cancel this out, you write 1 times or 2 times or 3 times. Even 3 times of 0 is also 0. 4 times 0 is also 0.
There
5
even
times of so
numerator cannot be distributed in 0 equal parts.
So you cannot properly give a value to this 0 by 0. So it is not properly defined, which we say undefined.
Sir, I have activity 1.6 doubts.
We will go to that. So, and coming to this dense part, see, this dense is, understand it in this way, and don't burst your brains or don't think more about this. So when you see on the real line, you can see integers placed like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. So you can actually see which number comes after, which number comes before of one particular integer. So if I see 1, so 0 is the left side of 1, and 2 is the right side of 1. And I can say that, and distance between these two is also very far. Okay, I can properly define these integers in an order, and I can say the next number and the before number if I have given you one number, one integer. This is the number line. But whereas coming to the rational numbers, so rational numbers can be anywhere. So on the number line, if I plot all the rational numbers, so this think this red marks as the rational number points. So there are infinite number of rational numbers between two integers only. So 0 and 1, in between 0 and 1, 1 by n. So n, you take any natural number. So 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, and so on. These all are rational numbers, and all these rational numbers are in between 0 and 1. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And there are infinite rational numbers of this form. So I have 1 by 1000, 1 by 2000, 1 by 10,000, and so on. Till it goes to infinite. And all these rational numbers will be in between 0 and 1. And even between 1 and 2, there are infinitely number of rational numbers. And one more thing is, you cannot say which rational number is. So if I have given you some rational number, 1 by 4, you cannot say the very next rational number 1 by 4. We can't say which one is the next rational number, which one is the before rational number. There is no such like. Even though if you say 1 by 5, 1 by 3 is the next rational number, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 3 by 2 is a rational number which comes in between. You can check this. So adding these two rational numbers divided by 2 will fall in between these two, and that will break our condition, break our hypothesis. So we said 1 by 3 is the next rational number, but there is one more rational number which is in between. So what I wanted to mention is there will be infinite number of rational numbers once if you plot on the number line.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it, sir.
If this is the case, we call this is dense. Dense means completely. So forest is dense, right? Forest completely dense with trees. So it's not like every place there will be tree. But if you look on from the top, you can't see the ground. That forest is completely dense, completely covered with trees.
Yes.
Correct? So that is
It is like that in a small room, 100 people are living.
kind of. So there are
Hello.
irrational points also. There are some irrational points also. But
Hello, sir. I have a doubt. Hello. Sir, if you say it is a dance, but we know that every point on a number line is a number. So basically, a number line is composed of several number of points. So we can say that for every, it means number line is full of composed of numbers.
Real numbers, correct.
Yeah.
Not rational numbers, right? It's
it's
made up of real numbers. So that is what there can be few points where that point refers to an irrational number.
Irrational number, yes, exactly.
Maybe there is root 2 here. So between 1 and 2 there will be root 2. Okay. There will be root 3 also. That point refers to root 3. So excluding that, even though if you exclude that, all the rational numbers, just like I said, all the trees if you look at from the top, all the trees are enough to cover the forest. The forest will be covered with trees. And it is not like that doesn't mean that every place there is a tree. So there will be a gap between two trees and there can be something in between them. Okay. But this is what the dense means. Dense means closely packed. So someone said, right, within a small room, 100 people are living. So that is completely dense. Okay.
So actually the number line we draw is a condensed form of the actual number line, right?
What do you mean by that?
I mean there may be infinite number of points between 1 and 2, 2 and 3.
There are infinite. Yeah, correct.
Sir, how can I identify that the number is irrational? How to identify the number is irrational?
If you can't write it in P by Q form, if you are unable to write it in the P by Q form where P and Q are integers, then that is an irrational number.
Sir, 0 is rational.
Got it.
Okay, sir, 0 is whole number or natural number?
So, can you just go back and this is being YouTube stream. Just go back and watch it. See, I am repeating the same thing again and again. Okay.
Sir, are irrational numbers dense or are irrational number dense?
Even irrational numbers are dense. So, see, one property I will tell you. Between every two rational numbers, rational number 1.
Sir, all real numbers are dense.
All real numbers are obviously dense, right? So between every two rational numbers, there will be an irrational number. And between every two irrational numbers, there is a rational number. Okay. So by this, you can check whether irrational numbers are dense or not. So between any two rational numbers, there will be an irrational number. I am not saying that there will be only one irrational number. So you pick any two rational numbers. In between those two rational numbers, there will be at least one irrational number.
Sir, you said all real numbers are dense. I mean, real number includes everything between 2 and 3. We won't get. Okay, the number we will get is real. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, is average irrational numbers in middle irrational number?
Can you repeat?
The average of two irrational numbers is an irrational number between them.
Sir, time is going to over. A lot of questions to be asked.
Correct.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's go. Don't stress more. See, I already said, don't stress more on unimportant topics. See, this dense thing, we just want you to understand what dense is. That's it.
Can we go for functions?
Yes, relation and function and sets.
So
Yes,
1.6 activity I haven't done. I had a doubt in
Sir,
1.6 question.
Sir, I have one question. Where PQ have no common factor?
When
PQ have no common factor.
Then what?
What is the question?
It is in reduced form.
Yes, the reduced form, but why?
Because of no common factor.
That's the definition of being
Because
in
the
reduced form.
GCD is 1.
Sir, assignment 3 question 5 we discussed.
AQ 1.3 is it?
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, question number 5. So I will just give you one small hint. You just square the numbers. So we just ask you find a rational number between root 2 and root 3, right?
So you're not sharing the screen.
Am I?
The
we
question.
can see this too.
No, sir, it's visible. It's clearly
It's
visible.
visible. We can see
So
the
we can see,
white.
we can see.
So we just asked you a rational number between root 2 and root 3, right? So what you do is you just do the square of root 2. You just do the square of root 3 and you just do the squares of the
All
options.
the options.
All the options. And you just check which one is between 2 and 3. So this root 2 ka whole square is 2, root 3 whole square is 3. So you just check which fraction is in between 2 and 3 after squaring the options. Square the options. Okay. So from there you can get.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Sir, activity number 1.11 or 11, question number 6 and 7 and 8.
Okay. We will come to that. Let me come from activity 1.6. So 1.6,
Okay.
which question?
5 and 3, sir.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Third question and fifth question.
Third question and fifth question.
Sir, 1.4 question number 5, sir.
अच्छा 1.4 में भी है.
Yes, sir.
Sir, AQ 1.3.
1.3.
Lot of background music.
Yeah.
AQ 1.3 question.
Okay, now unmute.
Yes,
1.3.
sir, on first question, I have doubt on first question. This very first question. Yeah.
1.4.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. What
So
is the
so
doubt?
here you see the second set.
Hmm.
It includes Raju 2 times and Ankita 2 times. Can this be called a set?
Yeah,
Because
it is a set.
Because set cannot have duplicate values.
See, it's not cannot have.
It can.
Even though it has.
Okay.
It has no importance.
Okay.
Will be equal
Sir,
to this.
Okay, fine.
Sir, I have a problem in activity 1.3, question number 3, sir. Sir, given from that list, we have to find out the integers. The answer for this question is given to 5. Sir, can you please tell me which are those 5 integers out of that
So
list?
you tell me what all you know.
Sir, 2.5, 22.
Integer. Is 2.5 an integer?
No. Sorry, sir. Sir, will under root 49 come as an integer?
Yeah.
Because that's 7.
Correct. So 7 under root 49 or 7 both are same.
Yes, sir. 22 minus 35.
So 7, 22 minus 35, 1729 and minus 20,000.
No, sir, I thought that 2.5 and E and pi will all be considered an integer. That's why I was mistaken there.
2.5 is a rational number. E and pi are irrational numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, question number 4 in same activity.
We already discussed, right?
Sir, come to the
Number
question
4, not second.
between relation and a function, sir.
Question number 4, option C is also correct.
Oh, sir, yes,
We
that was
changed.
my question.
Yeah, we
Sir,
changed.
can you explain?
AQ 1.4. 1.4.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I have answered all the answers correctly, and still my score is like 6.5 out of 7. Is that some technical bug?
6.5 out of
7. Like I have answered everything correct.
In which
1.4.
You might have
Maybe out
selected
of
less
Maybe
option.
partial correct.
MSQ
Sir,
partial
sometimes-
correct.
maybe check this
Incomplete
fourth question. Fourth question
Yes,
is
sir.
multiple select.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir, we have a
sir,
doubt in
sir,
fourth question.
Sir, regarding
So
that
can you
fourth
explain
question,
third one?
One by one. See. There are 295 or more or less 30 people are constantly speaking. So one by one. Let's go one by one. And yeah, other 293 people, I don't know. You are here for mandatory thing or you can just leave if you are not interested to sit itna subah baitna. I know it's very difficult and and that too, mathematics is much more difficult.
Sir, we are listening to others' doubts.
Actually,
Sometimes
sir,
they
we
just
are waiting
solve
for
our doubts.
our
We might not
activity.
Because if
have.
a lot of people are speaking, it is leading to chaos. That's why preferring to keep quiet.
Okay. So
Yes.
those kind of
Some of them are all still in their school days only.
So those who are not interested in this particular sessions, it's not mandatory sessions. I'm only referring to those set of people. Okay. If you are unwilling to sit subah itna subah, this is not a mandatory session for you people.
So regarding that question number 4, sir. Sir, the second option is every set is a subset of itself, but and sir has told us this particular line in the lecture number 4, but when we have checked that part, they are saying that that's not the correct answer. That's not a part of the correct answer for this question.
It is about false, right?
Bro, it's false. Yeah.
Which are the following statements? These are false.
Okay.
You have
have
to
to select the
check
false
the options which are false.
Yeah, you have to tick. So Venn diagrams are pictorial representations of sets. So this is a correct statement. So it cannot be the correct answer. Every set is a subset of itself. Even this is also a correct statement. So it cannot be false. And X, this symbol subset with an underline, Y implies that X is a proper subset of Y. Is this true?
False.
No, false.
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 So when once it is false, you have to tick that. We want the false statements.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I was faulted at reading the question.
Okay. Empty set contains only one element, that is 5. Is this true?
No.
False.
False.
Empty set does not have any elements.
Yes.
So this is also false. So
but X can be a proper subset of Y if that sign is also applied.
Can you repeat?
So X can be a proper subset of Y even if that sign is given.
X can be, but we are not sure whether it is a proper subset or not.
Okay.
So that it has to be mentioned that X is not equals to Y.
Oh,
yes.
So we need an extra condition for that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Any
can
other
you
doubts in
explain-
1.4?
No, sir.
No, sir. AQ 1.9, sir. Activity question 1.9.
Okay.
Question number.
Activity 1.6. Activity 1.6, 5, 6, 7.
Sir,
Let's
sixth
one by
question.
one.
Okay. So this sixth question is actually the power set.
Sir, I have
2 cube 8. 8 will be there.
Sir, actually, if you address relation and function queries, then many people will just leave after listening that.
Okay. Why I'm coming in order is because I need you to have some set knowledge prior to starting with relations. Okay, I will just start with relations then. So many people are waiting.
Sir, activity 1.6, sir.
Sir, I had a doubt in activity 1.7.
1.7. I will
Sir,
come to those doubts.
1.6, sir.
Sir, can you explain white binary number?
What is that? Binary? Binary number.
Binary bit, sir. Binary bit.
Yes.
How come it is like two? See, we just use that to get the 2 power n subsets.
Yes.
So
For that
is
only.
there sir, is it coming in qualifier like
No.
like related question, binary related question?
See, it's not binary. Nothing is, that is not a new concept, right? That is a different way to get to.
Hello. Mute everyone, sir.
Just a second.
Sir, can you mute?
Yeah, I just muted everyone. So it is a different way of proving that if you have n elements in your set, your power set will have 2 power n elements. It's just the proof we gave you. That's it. It's a different proof. Whether you take that particular element into your power set or not, depending upon that, we will give the values as 0 or 1. So it's just the proof.
Yeah, it is just to explain, right?
It's just to explain why it will be 2 to the power n. Why the power set will contain 2 to the power n elements, or why every set will have 2 to the power n subsets.
It's subsets. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Hello, sir. I have a doubt in this.
Sir.
Set.
Activity 1.6, 5th, 6th, and 7th questions. Doubts, sir.
Let's reach there, bro. Sir,
Hello, sir.
Hmm.
I have a doubt in set. There is a term Russell paradox, and can you
Ah.
explain more a bit about it? Because
Don't
it
think
says
about Russell paradox much. Okay, I will just tell you with one statement why how Russell paradox works.
it will be a paradox.
I think that was discussed in a additional lecture, I guess.
That is an
You can find
additional
on
lecture.
YouTube also.
So this is
You just type
You are not
Russell
sharing the
paradox.
right screen.
Is it?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
We're
which
still on the question page.
okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So instead of the application, you can share your entire screen. So you won't have to switch.
Oh, a complete screen I can't share. Sometimes my question papers will be there.
Sir, please come to activity question 1.9, sir.
Okay. So read the statement.
yes,
I never speak truth.
Is the statement true or false?
That's a
True,
paradox.
sir.
It is
Why
not
not?
true, not false.
Paradox.
These
sir,
kind
can
of
be true,
Could
can
be
be true.
subjective. It could be
This
subjective.
is a
Depend on the
paradox, sir.
person.
False, sir.
Is it false?
Yes, sir.
This is a paradox.
It can be
We
true,
can't
it
say
can be
if it's
false.
true or false.
That's a
So
Yes, sir, we
paradox.
can't say.
If we speak it,
It can be true or it
So,
can be false.
so
Can't say,
these
sir, if
these
it's
kind
true or
these
false.
these
A
kind of
paradoxical
statements are
statement, sir.
called paradoxal
let's explain.
which contradict itself. Okay, the statement is true. Matlab, the statement is a valid statement. I can say this statement. There is nothing wrong in this. But once I say this statement contradict. You cannot predict whether it is true or false. Once you treat it like true, it will contradict you. Even if you treat it false, it will contradict you back. So these kind of statements are called Russell paradox. But it is anyway additional lecture. If you are interested in that, you can learn. If you are not interested, you can directly leave it. It will not help
Sir,
you
is
in.
there any question that will come in the exam related to this? Like
No. See, these additional lectures are just for your extra information.
okay.
And also the degrees of infinity lecture.
Even that is also, there are some 3 or 4 where we kept it as an additional lecture because it is kind of extra resource kind of thing. It is not useful in future. Maybe you will not use it anywhere in future.
Sir, any reference books are required?
So we have given some reference
Sir,
books.
can you please explain the?
Okay, just give me some 10 minutes. Okay, let me just finish these things.
Yes.
So if there are 2 sets, suppose there are 2 sets.
Sir, before you start, just mute everyone. Sir, mute everyone, and then you can.
I will mute everyone.
Yeah, please.
So suppose there are 2 sets. And if I wanted to look at the Cartesian product of these 2 sets, this Cartesian product means I take one element from this set A and I will take another element from set B and I will map this for all x belongs to A. So this is for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. So what this means is I will take one element from A and another element from B and I will combinedly I will write it as a new element x comma y. So this is the Cartesian product. So this is a set. So Cartesian product is also a new set where every element will be of pairs. So I will pair one element of A with another element of B and I will write it in the order. So x comma y. So within the brackets x comma y is an element now. So this is a new element where it came from this set A and B. So now if I wanted to compute the Cartesian product of this, so where x belongs to A, y belongs to B. So if I wanted to compute the Cartesian product, I will take one element from A, so which is small a. So this particular small a is paired with 1 and this particular small a will be paired with 2. Like this, B will be paired with 1, B will be paired with 2 and there is another element in A, C will be paired with 1 C will be paired with 2. And these are the elements now. There are 6 elements. Each of the element is an ordered pair. So I hope you know what is an ordered pair. So this is the Cartesian product. We denote it as A cross B. It's like a multiplication. So you can see multiplying 2 numbers. Here we are multiplying 2 sets. Okay, that is what the Cartesian product means. So let me repeat. I have to take one element from A and another element from B, and I have to pair those elements, and that will be a new element in my Cartesian product. And I have to do this for every element in A, mapping to every element in B, pairing to every element in B. And you can see if I take 3 elements in set A, 2 elements in set B, my Cartesian product set will have 6 elements, which is 3 times 2. So from this I can deduce something.
Number of.
Yeah. So from this I can deduce that if my cardinality of one set is some m and the cardinality of the other set is n, then the cardinality of this Cartesian product A cross B will be mn. So it will be just the multiplication of the two cardinalities. Okay. So that means you take every element. So you can treat it like this. So the proof will be very simple. So here we have A1, A2, A3 to AM, and here you have B1, B2 and so on Bn. So A1 will be paired with B1, A1 will be paired with B2, A1 will be paired with B3 and so on. A1 will be paired with Bn. So for A1 itself we have n elements in Cartesian product. So likewise A2, so n elements, like this. For AM you have n element. So this will be n will be, so there will be n plus n plus n plus and so on plus n. This will be m times, and this will be mn, simply mn.
So here duplication is allowed or not?
There will not be any duplicates, right? See, when you compute the cardinality,
Each element of A is paired with every element of B, right?
B, correct. So when you are computing cardinalities, even though you have duplicates in your set, we will only count it once. So duplicates does not matter to us in any way. We neither count them in the set, we neither count them in the cardinality. See, it's there, that's it. There is no importance to that.
So what if any element is repeating?
Sir, it's like one-to-one mapping, no, sir?
No,
there's no repeating as the
aforementioned. We will discuss that one-to-one, on-to and everything. So what am I saying is, if you have repeated elements also, you see 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, like this. If I want to compute the cardinality of this set A, so there is an element 1, there is an element 2, there is an element 3, there is an element 4.
That's equals.
Others are duplicates, just the duplicates. So the cardinality of A will be 4, only 4. So you can simplify by removing duplicates. You can simplify this to 1, 2, 3, 4. So these both are equal sets. So duplicates doesn't matter. We won't even care about these duplicates. How many are there?
Sir, these two vertical bars are used for many things, just like absolute value.
What?
Sir, these two vertical bars around A.
This is just the denotion of cardinality.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, it is quite ambiguous. They are used. This symbol is used for many things in many contexts, just like modulus, absolute value, and here you said that it is used for cardinality.
Yeah, in future you will see norm, you will see distance. But with refer to that, see, we don't have that many symbols. Okay, so maybe we should change our symbols.
ऊपर करो
Like
ये प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट लिख रहे हैं लोग.
Maybe we should change. We should change. So once I become a mathematician, maybe I'll try to change. Okay.
So 1 point.
But as of now, we have to follow the conventions we have.
What happens if we have duplicate numbers and we try to calculate the Cartesian product?
See, that is what I am trying to say. When you have duplicates, you don't count them as a different element.
No, sir. What happens if we make Cartesian product, not cardinality?
So how do you make the Cartesian product? See, in this particular thing, when I say the cardinality of set A is M, there are M distinct elements in my set A. So that is what it refers. It won't count the duplicates. So here, whatever A1, A2, A3 to AM are there, all are different.
No, sir. What I am asking is, when finding the Cartesian product, do we ignore the repeated numbers in a set?
You have.
That's what sir is telling.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. So you have to ignore this. We will ignore this in every possible case. So we never consider duplicates in any case. Duplicates does not matter. That's it.
Sir,
Neither in the Cartesian product, neither in the cardinality, neither in the relation, neither in a function. We will not consider.
Sir,
Okay.
Hello,
sir.
Thank you.
Sir, you are saying that if we take Cartesian product of same sets, so the output set, what we get there, whatever the duplicates are, we will just disregard them.
In Cartesian product, you will never get duplicate.
So if I'm taking Cartesian product of okay, like in that sense where I will not have duplicate pairs.
Yeah.
Although I can have say 2, but I won't repeat 2 again.
See, that is what I said. Even you have 2 in your set, you will take 2 only once.
Yeah, 2 once.
Okay. So
Sir, I have doubt in 1.6.
Sir, I have also doubts.
So can we move in to 1.6?
Yeah,
1.6.
Okay, 1.6 is sets examples, is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, third and fifth.
Fifth questions.
The second and
Fifth question.
1.6 fifth question, sir.
Sir, we only have 15 minutes.
I know. See, there is one more session. That is what I said, right? There will be 2 sessions in order to clear
So
your.
today we'll be finishing till number activity 6.
Okay, maybe we will conclude with activity 1.6 today.
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
there will be 1.7 relations and functions will be left, which we will deal on open session. Okay.
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 Sir, when is the
That is
open
today.
session is going, sir?
That's there in the calendar. You can check.
12th September.
11th September, I hope. 11th September.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir, 11th September.
It's 12th. It's 12th.
Sir, it is 12th.
Okay, 12th or 11th. There in the
11th
calendar.
is
Sir, but
statistics.
we have to submit before 14th, no, sir. So that
Yeah.
shall we have it in advance because we have more doubts on those 2 subjects, relation and functions.
Yes.
There's a lot of doubts.
Yes.
That can be done on 12th as
Yes,
well.
sir. In relation functions, there is a lot.
Sir, you just start from relation and functions. Sir.
Okay, if I start from there, okay, let me do one thing. I will just take some 15 or 20 minutes more. I will just give you, see, before that also, I just wanted to give you one more suggestion that there is already a live session tab in your portal where there is activity practice session of week 1. In that, we have clearly given the summary of week 1. So we have discussed the complete summary. There they have discussed relation, function, everything. So what I suggest you people,
Madhavan, sir.
Sir, but these are old lectures, right?
So,
but they will teach the same.
But to get the PDF of this lecture.
Bro, let me speak. Let me speak. Damn.
Okay.
Yes, sir, please speak.
So my
Please make your point.
suggestion is, anyway, these are old lectures, but the concept is same, right?
Okay, sir, sure.
So whatever the relations, functions, how many types of relations are there?
Yeah, sir, I am seeing.
Okay.
The lecture.
So I will just show you if you want.
Yes, sir.
See, we have discussed each and every relation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Step by step with an example. You can just go there.
The same content, sir. Old video, but I can use same content, sir.
Same content. Even I will repeat the same thing. Okay.
Sir, can we go to questions, please?
Yeah. So more of I will focus on this 1.6 questions today. So you just go through this particular session which I showed you now. live sessions and this thing. Even if you didn't understand, don't worry, there will be one more session on September 12th. So you just come back then we will discuss relations and functions in deep. Because if I start it now, it will consume a lot of time and energy.
Number
So
2.
that would be better because I haven't yet finished that.
Okay. So
third question.
Let's start with question 2.
Third question.
Sir, before you wind up today's session, I have only one question towards the end.
Okay, towards the end. I will take it towards the end. I know. I will take it towards the end. Okay. Okay. Which of the following set comprehension defines real numbers in interval? So, do you know how to define an interval?
Yes, sir.
So what is this interval tells me that like minus closed something like
Closed.
Yeah.
So we have to include
The
the
closed
two.
means it include.
It's that the number is counted, whereas an open bracket shows that the number is not counted.
Live session.
Correct. So, this particular interval tells me that all the real numbers which are in between -2 to 0, where -2 is included but 0 is excluded, union means along with that I have to consider all the real numbers which are in between 4 to 8, where 4 is not included, 8 is included.
Yes, sir.
This is what we meant, right? So if you draw it on the number line, so just try to draw it on the number line. So let's say this is 0, this is -1, this is -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this is 9. Okay. Now if I wanted to see the region, this will be the region, right? Correct. So this is what the region required. This is closed interval -2 to 0 along with 4 to 8 closed. Now I just have to represent this in set comprehension form. Okay. What I have to do? I want all the real numbers which are in between. So all the real numbers should be real, and again which should be between -2 included to 0 along with 4 or 4 excluded, 8 included.
Sir, this one in between, is it or is it and?
Or, right? So we are taking any one of it. Matlab, even I want real numbers from here, also from here. If I take and, will there be any real number which is present in both the intervals?
Sir, this and or is similar to somewhat we do in the coding thing, and or. That if anyone same is there, so we can when we expecting that condition.
See here, it will be real number will be in any one of it. It's like disjoint sets.
Oh yes,
If
yes.
that real number is in this interval, it will not be in the other interval.
Okay, sir.
If I put and, then the set will be fine. There will not be any real number, such real number.
There is a symbol of union, no, sir.
Yeah,
so that we got confused and we put.
No, it's not and, it's or.
Sir, for intersection, we can use and, right?
For intersection, you should use and. For union, you should use or. Okay.
Sir, that inclusive of -2 and exclusive of 4, how to take it? That
depends on this bracket. So whether it is open bracket or the square bracket. So when we put square bracket, we should include that particular number. If I am putting an open bracket, the side of that number.
Oh, that should be excluded.
You should exclude it.
Okay, sir.
So that is how
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is the set comprehension of
Excuse me, sir. So can you please repeat that intersection and union when to use and or?
So when we have union, which is symbol is like this U shape. For these cases, you should use or. So union refers to or. And there is one more thing called intersection.
And
Yeah, intersection. It's inverted U. So it will be like this symbol will be, or it is denoted as and.
Oh, you should present in both the sets. Okay.
Yeah. It should be like it should be in the both. Intersection is basically it should be in. So the common elements. Intersection will give you the common elements. So union will give you subcoadjective. So it's like there are many questions, I guess. So you might be interested in watching TV series as well as you might be interested in watching. But there will be some set of people who are interested only in watching TV series, and there are some set of people who are interested only in watching movies. Okay, so this intersection gives me a set of people who are interested in both. Intersection means both, who are interested in TV series as well as movies. So intersection gives the common audience. So common between those two. And union gives you, even if they are interested in any one of it, we will take into the consideration. So union means either he is interested in watching TV series or he is interested in watching movies. We will combine everything. So when in Venn diagram representation, it will be union will be the complete entire both circles, and the intersection will only be the common region. The intersection is and union is or. So remember.
Sir, I'm asking a little bit out of the context question.
No, don't ask.
Sir, just one question.
Okay.
Sir, what is the condition for a quadratic equation's root to be irrational?
Quadratic equations.
Yes.
Did we release week 2?
No.
See,
it will be released tomorrow, sir.
I can answer you, but what happens, there are many people who don't even know what is a quadratic equation.
And there are some questions which include quadratic equation. I mean, in relations, there is one question which include a quadratic equation.
But you don't require any property
Concept is
of
not
quadratic
required,
function, right?
actually.
No, the problem is that's why there is one question. I mean, which I couldn't get it.
Number 5.
Question.
Question number
Sir,
5.
question
Okay,
number
okay.
3.
Question number 3.
Question number
I will just
5.
go
Yes,
to
sir.
3 and then
Please
5.
solve the entire set.
Sir, only question number 5, sir.
Okay. So what is
Sir,
the
3 and
difficulty
5.
in 3?
The 3 also.
One by one question, sir.
So 6 also, sir.
Okay. Let us go one by one.
Confusion, sir.
Okay, let us go one by one.
Yes, sir. One by one question.
Can you give hints?
Yeah. So we just asked you to find the squares of the first 100 natural numbers.
Yes,
So first 100 natural numbers, it will be like 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, right? Correct?
The last one will be 10,000.
Yes, sir.
Last one will be 10,000. Correct? So
10,000 won't come, right?
Sir.
Because 0 to 99.
0 to 99, 10,000 won't come. Correct?
Oh, yes.
So we will start with, you just have to represent that in the set comprehension form. So the basic thing is, first thing is you can write, we want the perfect squares. So that means n squares when n is a natural number and n is less than 100. This is clear? So
Yes,
I can
sir.
write it like
Yes, sir.
this. Can I write
Yes,
it like
sir.
this? Set comprehension. Okay.
That's right.
Now, if I wanted to write in terms of n only, not in terms of n square, then how should I write? So let us say I want these things, okay? So what I want is these numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, 25,
25,
and so on.
36.
Okay, until 9801. correct? Is it 9801? 99 square.
Yes.
99. Correct.
Yeah.
So 0, 1, 4 to 9801. I want this thing to be put in the set combination form. So what I will do is so these are all numbers, right? Everyone is a number. And if I
So
square
the
root
last
that,
perfect square in between 100 only, no, sir?
Perfect squares.
perfect squares, first 100 perfect
100.
squares. will ask.
Count 100.
So this will be 100. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, like this.
So perfect square numbers will be 100 only up to 9801. No, sir?
9801. Correct.
Okay,
So now listen to this. These all are numbers. If I square root these numbers also, I will get a natural number. Look at this. So
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay. No other number, if I square root, it will give me a natural number. No other number between 0 to 10,000. So when n is in between 0 to 10,000, except these numbers, no other number will, if I square root that particular number, it will give me a natural number back. So these are the only numbers, perfect squares. So that should give me a natural number. So how I will define is, I will take all the natural numbers such that my n
belongs
is an integer, as well as if I square root the 10, that should also be an integer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
The square root cannot be an integer, right?
Square root.
So n should be natural number. Square root cannot be negative.
Root 4
is 2.
Root 4 is 2, right?
And that is an integer.
That will see.
Yeah.
Every natural number is an integer. Okay, I will just replace with this z with n.
Yes.
Okay. So what I want is, I want those natural numbers in my set, which if I take the square root, even the square root should be a natural number.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we
those
can write n square, where n is natural number.
Even that is also a different way. So you write n
We
square,
have chosen that one.
where n is a natural number and n is less than 100. This is one way of representation. So if I don't want to represent in n square, I want all the natural numbers in the form of n. So what should I change my filter? How should I change my filter? So this is how I should change my filter. So I want all the natural numbers. So, and the condition is, the filtering is, if I take that natural number and square root that natural number, I should again get a natural number.
Yes.
So those kind of natural numbers, I will put it in this set. And I will start from 0. So you start from 0. So 0 square root 0 will be 0. So 0 will be in this set. 1 will be in this set. When I come to 2, so when n takes 2, 2 is a natural number, but square root 2 is not a natural number. So 2 will not come into this set. Like that. 2 will not come, 3 will not come. When I come to 4, 4 is a natural number and square root of 4 is also a natural number. Then 4 will come. So like this, 0, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36 and so on, 9081 will come into this set. And this set is basically the first 100 natural numbers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I had a
Question number
small
5.
doubt
So last but
regarding
not least,
relations.
5th question, sir.
Yeah, we will discuss this fifth question.
So was that in MSQ?
This
We're
is also
going
an
to
MS.
discuss 1.8, sir. Today.
1.8. Okay.
Sir, can you explain that question number 6?
Okay, let me complete this. Let me complete this fifth question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what is the period of time this lecture, sir?
What is the
period of this time about this lecture?
Like it's almost. I think the time is over, but I will just.
Yes,
sir. But sir, question is also here without it.
So we'll have another session on this mathematics things. Don't worry.
We will have one more session. If even though not sessions, you have discussion forums. Try to post your questions there. We will try to answer them in the discussion forum.
How can we join the forum?
So please one question.
How to create sir question in the forum?
how to create question in the forum. Okay, you just
You
come
can
to
mail.
this. You just come to this support sessions now. It is going to happen right from 10 or some till 4. You just come to there and ask. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So there is an interval.
So when's our next session? On the 12th?
Yeah, it's on the 12th.
Okay, thank you.
So can you please
Sir,
record
can I
that?
ask the question? I sought one time from you before the end of the session.
Karthik, I will ask you.
So let's do question number 5 first.
Yeah, I'm doing the question number 5.
Yes, sir. Please, 5 questions.
Yes, sir.
So what the question tells us is which of the following intervals are subsets of this interval 2, 3. So that means,
Sir, can I leave this question?
yeah.
Can I
See,
leave
those,
this?
those who are done sitting for 2 hours, you got your attendance, you can leave.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So what I want is an interval which is 2, 3. And we have given some big
screen.
I'm not sharing my screen, is it?
Can you mute everyone?
Yes, sir. So please mute everyone.
Yeah, I'm muting everyone. Okay.
So you're sharing the assignment, not the.
Achha.
Yes.
Okay. So now.
Subsets of the. Yes, sir.
Now my journal screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So what we need is we need the intervals which are subsets of this interval. For example, like 2, 2.5.
Union.
Or something like 2.5, 2.8. So these are all subsets of this interval.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I have drawn 4 lines. These represent 4 options. I'm just referring to them as 4 options. Okay, I will just plot them on this number line. So my first option they have given is 0, 2.3 open union 2.3, 3. So this is closed. This is 2.3, 3 closed. Okay, what is this? So 0, 2.3
Union
2.3, 3.
This covers everything from 0 to 3 with 0 excluded.
Correct. So 2
included.
2.3.
That means this is incorrect because the set says 2 to 3.
There is something after this as well.
After this, there is something. So intersection with 0.0, 2.3. So this whole intersection with 0, 2.3. Okay, this is what we gave you. So let me draw each of the intervals, and using this union or and end, we will try to find the simplified or the simpler interval.
Yes.
Okay. So let me so 0, 2.3. So 0, 2.3 is something till here. Correct?
Yes,
and there
sir.
is one more thing, 2.3 to 3. So that means it will cover from 2.3 to 3. So till here. So it's union. Union means it's like you just have to add everything. Adding means you just have to take that interval as well as this interval.
Yes, sir.
Now union, now union will become, this total will become 0, 3. So 0 is open and 3 is closed.
Intersection of 0 to 2.3.
Yeah, now it should be intersected with 0, 2.3. Now 0 to 2.3 is something this.
So the overall interval is 0 to 2.3, sir.
So now
It is not a proper subset and not a subset, sir.
Now it is intersected with 0, 2.3. So if I take the intersection means it's the common part, blue region as well as the green region. So both blue and green region is the common part. And
Yes,
that both blue and green region will be from 0 to 2.3. So this will sum up to 0, 2.3 interval. So this whole big expression can be simplified to simply 0, 2.3 interval. You have to check whether this 0, 2.3 is a subinterval of 2, 3. Is it a subinterval?
No.
So option A is false.
Sir, I have a question.
One second.
Sir,
Let me
what?
complete this question. In this question only.
Yes, sir. Sir, what sign use in second option other than union sign?
What's? Acha, it's set difference minus.
Yes, so that is
Slash.
Okay. Set difference. Let me explain you set difference. So if there are two sets, if I say A minus B, if I have some elements called 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in set A, and if I have elements 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this A minus B is the region tells me
The elements are in only in A.
only in A but not in B.
A minus B, matlab A.
So you are redefining your set A by eliminating the elements which are present in B also.
and common to both.
179.
So this complete set
12.
A, this is the complete set A. And what we are doing is you are redefining your set A by removing few elements which are common to both. So now if I wanted to find A minus B, that means I will check for the common elements. So 3 and 5 are the common elements.
179.
So I will remove 3 and 5 from my set A and I will write the remaining elements.
17.
So 179 are the elements which are present only in A, not in B.
Not in B.
That is A minus B. It's like subtraction. You see, we are subtracting few things. We are removing few things.
Sir, isn't that like complementary of
Complementary of
the final set that is formed? Isn't that like complementary of the?
No.
It will be taken a very broader or universal aspect, no, sir.
Complement is actually you will just take all the elements which are not in B. So there will be something outside also.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That will also come into that will also come into the B complementary.
Okay.
Sir, opposite of intersection.
That would only be true if A were the universe of B.
A and B are the universes. Combined A union B is the universe. If you have A union B as the universe, then B complement will refer to
A minus
B. Okay.
Extra elements of A.
Sir, I want to ask you some questions, sir.
Yeah,
Sir, are you taking any attendance, sir?
No.
Sir, I am studying from YouTube because I have low internet.
Sure. No issues, brother.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Let me complete option B. Option C and D you will try. You should try. Okay. Option B I will just.
Okay, sir.
I am just doing this because there is an operation set difference operation. So it is given as again 2, 2.5. So one is open or one is here closed. Union 2.5, 4. So this is the first part, and the later part is minus 0, 2.3. Okay, this is not the right option.
2.3,
Correct. So okay, let me take it to option D. Let me say this is 3. So I just wanted to take one correct answer. That is why I took. Don't ask me why you took option D rather than B. I know option B also, but I just wanted to give you one correct option. Okay. So this 2, 2.5 union. Okay. Every time you just plot it. If once you plot, it will be easier. -1. So 2, 2.5. So 2, 2.5 is somewhat like this. Let's say this is the 2.5. And there is one more thing called 2.5 to 3. So that will cover this part. So this whole union will cover 2, 3.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
So option D is different.
Okay, sir.
Option D is different. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, 0, 2.3. 0 comma 2.3 union 2.3 comma
Union 2.2 comment.
2.2 comma. Okay.
Sir,
Hmm?
so when we are talking about these, this whole, the open brackets which signify that this whole is a union. Are these supposed to be treated as an interval, or are these just supposed to be like telling us that this whole is supposed to be intersection with the 0, 2.3?
No. This is an intervals. So this interval.
This is an interval, right?
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is an interval.
no, the outer ones. This one is an interval. I get it, but the one that's that one.
This one. So it's just like you should perform this operation first, then you should. It's like bracket, half bracket.
Okay, so that's supposed to be treated as an interval, right?
No. This is not an interval. So it's like
okay. The outer ones are just brackets, the normal brackets, right?
It's normal bracket. You should perform union first, then you should perform the set difference. That is what. So perform whatever inside the bracket is there, then you just perform the next operation.
Okay, so that we don't have to do treat it as an interval, a separate interval. Thank you, sir.
Now let's see this. So 0 to 2.3 is this, somewhat like this, and from 2.2 to 3 will be somewhat like this. It will start from here, but once I see the union, I should take all the elements which are in the intersection and only in this set and only in that set also. So that means completely from 0 to 3 it will take. So this will be 0 to 3. And then what I have to do is I have to subtract the interval 0 comma 2.3 from this interval 0 to 3. So
2.3 to 3.
So 0 to 2.3 is something this. Okay.
0 to 3 would have a closed bracket.
2.3 to
3 will have a closed bracket. So now this is one set, this is another set. From this set, I have to remove these elements. So from 0 comma 3, I should eliminate 0 to 2.3. So I should eliminate this.
Sir, how much time should we be taking to solve these questions?
How much time? Per week 10 to 12 hours, I already told you.
No. How much time in the exam should we be taking to solve such questions?
So you should solve, we expect you to solve within 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get these easy questions in the main paper.
That you will get to know.
But actually, sir, the answer should be in a closed interval 2 and 3.
No, it should not be the 2 and 3.
No,
it should be the subset of 2
It's a subset. Yes, sir.
Ask you the subset. So the final interval will be, once I subtract this 0 comma 2.3, I will be left with only closed interval 2.3 to 3.
Okay.
So you have to check whether this 2.3 comma 3 is a subinterval of 2 comma 3 or not.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Thank you.
So that will be, so that is why it is a correct option. So this is how you have to check. Check for option B and C also. I think option B will
Sir,
be
do you plan on solving another question now?
No, I think. So are there anything related to 1.6? 1.6 I will try to.
Yes. The sixth question, sir.
Sixth and seventh, sir.
I will explain it here itself. You can go through the options basically.
Mute all, sir.
Yeah, I'm muting everyone. So see here in 7th question, we said the total number of subsets of A is 56 more than the total number of subsets of B. So if you have 6 elements in set, we asked you the cardinalities of A and B. If you have 6 elements in set A, the total number of subsets of A is 2 to the power 6.
64.
64. And B is, if B has 3 elements, 2
power 3. 6,3.
I think session is next.
Huh?
Question number 6, please.
Yeah, I will explain 6. So 7 is like this. You can solve it like this using the options.
So how did you solve 7? You didn't solve the equation.
go through the options, na. Just think the cardinality of A is 6 and cardinality of B is 3.
2 ka power 6 is 64 and 2 ka power 3 is 8. And
So
if we'll subtract
64
them,
minus
then
8,
we'll get 56.
you will get 56. But check for other
But
options also.
yes,
8 and 4, 7 and 1, 8 and 3. You will not get 56 if you subtract.
yes, because 2 ka power 7 and 8 are very big numbers.
2 to the power 8
Option A is the right answer.
Option
Yes.
A is the right answer, correct.
A.
Yes,
So you just check. So what if cardinality of A is 8? So the total number of subsets of A will be 2 to the power 8, which is 256. Correct. 256. And if the cardinality of B is 4, the total number of subsets is
16.
So the difference between the subsets will be
240.
256 minus 16, which is 240, which is not 56. So
Yes,
option B will not be correct. Likewise, you can check 128 minus 2.
2, sorry.
So 128 minus 2 is 126, and 256 minus 8 is something like 218, 248. So none of the B, C, D options will give you the difference 56. Only option A will give you 56. And question 6 is MB is a set of all real numbers that are strictly greater than 6 or strictly less than minus 6. Okay. So what we said is, we said there is a set M, which is a set of all real numbers that are strictly greater than 6 or strictly less than minus 6.
So 6 to infinity and minus infinity to minus 6.
And we are not asking the set comprehension of M. We defined a new set B where B is a subset of M and has only integers as elements. So M is a real numbers, but B is a subset of M which has only integers as elements. So what I want is all the integers, whether they are greater than 6 or less than minus 6. So which interval will it be? So
C options.
You see the option A. Option A tells that I am taking all the z's which are integers, and those integers are in the interval minus 6 to 6.
This can be termed as the complement of what is asked.
Complement of so this is not correct. So this will also be not correct.
C is correct.
C, once you check C, so this is actually interval of minus infinity to minus 6, boolean 6 to infinity, and all the z's are integers. Okay, this is what we asked. So 6.
Yes, sir.
Sir, when the next session is going to occur on this?
September 12. Many
Sir, activity question. First question.
Sir?
1.6.
Sir? Questions posed in qualifier exam will be syllabus of these content only, no, sir?
Yeah. See, qualifier exam will be comprising of some questions will be of activity kind of questions. Some will be of practice questions. Some will be of graded assignment questions. Not the exact questions. I am talking about the level of question.
Other than these content, they don't ask, right?
Content is vast, okay.
Means depth will be there, but
depth will be there, not outside, not like a question on Russell's paradox, for example. Question on Russell's paradox. We won't ask that. We will ask the question on sets only. But you should figure it out from which concept it is being asked.
Okay.
Sir, after week 1, will the contents will be removed when week 2 comes?
No. Through the it will be there till the end of the term. Okay. Every week will be there.
Activity 7 first question.
Activity 7 we will discuss on the next session. Okay.
okay, sir. Completed.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Today
Sir,
we
one
will
question,
take
sir. Hello. Yes, sir. Actually, the last question, where you said the option C is correct, I have a doubt. So actually, there is the third bracket. So the option 4, it has the third bracket, and the question says strictly less than 6 or strictly greater than. So why shouldn't we use the third bracket and
when you use this, I think third bracket you are referring to the square bracket.
Yes, sir.
See, the square bracket will include minus 6 into this set.
We are nowhere mentioned about it being greater than and
It
equal
is, and it is saying that strictly greater than 6
Yeah.
or
So
less
we
than
said strictly greater than 6. That means we cannot take
Should
6
not be
as
included.
6 is not included.
Should not.
Okay.
So this particular open interval, this bracket will refer that 6 is not included. The square bracket will say that the 6 is included in this set. So we want a set where 6 should not be included. So that is why option C will be the correct.
So to continue with this question,
Hmm.
so is it a convention that we don't use closed interval for infinity?
Yes,
Of course.
we never
Yeah.
use that.
See, infinity, you don't treat it as a number. Infinity is the right end point of the real line, where a real line will not have a right end point.
So it should be, I mean, construed that minus infinity is not included in this way, in this sense, Yani?
Yeah. Minus infinity will also have an open bracket every time.
See, the thing is, it's minus. We say it minus infinity just for the namesake. In actual, it's minus. It's something which is not defined in the negative part of the number line. So if it is not defined, then how can you include that thing?
See it like this. So suppose you have a real line like this. Infinity is here and minus infinity is here. So this infinity and minus infinity will not be on the number line. So it's just the infinity is just the representation of the right end point of this real line.
Okay. Understood, sir. Yeah.
So that is not a number. It's like it's a big, very large.
Excuse me, sir.
End number, and there is no end for our real numbers.
Okay, sir.
Sir, is there negative marking in the qualifier exam?
I think no. No.
Sir, will you please explain the concepts of compound number?
What is that?
The compound number.
What is a compound number?
I think you meant complex number.
Number, sir.
I think you
No,
mean
no, sir.
complex
I'm not.
number.
No. That's not the complex number.
So can you give me some gist of what is a compound number mean?
So I think he means composite numbers.
It's a composite number?
Yeah, it's composite number. I was
okay, which are
telling that
not
thing wrong.
primes, right? Which has other factors like
remove, sir.
The numbers which are not primes is called composite.
Composite numbers. Maybe for example,
more than one in itself factor.
4, 6.
Sir, what is the difference between subset and proper subset?
A subset can be equal to the set.
And proper subset?
Proper subset is always if I am saying that this particular set B is a proper subset of A, then there is at least 1 or 2 elements in A which are not in B. Okay, set A is superior to B.
Okay. And so what is the basic symbol difference between them?
Basic symbol difference is if
I say equal to.
So this symbol B, this says A is subset of B. A can be proper subset or equal to B. This is subset. And when I specifically say this or this, simply this refers to proper subset.
Yes.
Sir, do composite numbers include 0 and 1?
Composite numbers include
0 and 1.
See, 1 is neither prime nor composite. 0 is a composite number. See, 0 is everything. As I mentioned, 0 is everything. Except prime, it is everything.
Sir. Before qualifier exam, week 5 content is released. What about the deadline of that?
You should do week 5 also.
Okay, sir.
So what if?
Sir, in a power set, it's just that it's a proper set with 0 included, right? Or is there something else also? In a
It's
power
not 0 included, it's 5 included.
Empty set.
Sir, my question, I told you, right? I will ask you at the end of the
You
session.
can ask now. See, 1 second, 1 second, I will complete. Power set is basically you will take all the subsets, including that set as well as 5. That is Karthikeyan.
Yes,
You
sir.
just ask your final doubt and we will end this.
Yes, sir.
9
Sir, in all our lectures, we define set as a collection of well-defined objects, right? But I have seen in some lectures where they are defining sets as collection of well-defined unique objects. So what is the difference between these two, sir?
See, simple difference.
Formal and informal set theory.
Why we say unique elements is because in order to exclude the duplicates.
So why in our lectures we, discuss that unique, sir, in all our lectures?
See, that is why we have come up with this duplicates doesn't matter. Even though you consider it duplicates in our set, even though you have the same elements in your set, we no need to treat it as a different elements. We can simplify that set and make it as a unique set. Unique.
Sir, so basically duplicates doesn't increase the cardinality of
Doesn't
the
increase
set.
the cardinality, doesn't increase the Cartesian product, doesn't do anything. So it's
No, that's right. So see, in none of the examples we have a duplication in the set. In none of the, theory or in the activity questions or in graded questions, we don't see any common element which is defined in a set.
That is how set is defined.
So that it means that it's a unique collection of objects, right? So why we discard that unique? Is there anything to it more than?
Nothing.
Last question, sir. What is the role of quiz?
Implicit thing. Matlab, when we say set, the set is combined of unique elements. No need to specifically mention that they are unique.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, when we will discuss activity 7 questions, sir?
Activity?
7 questions.
7 questions on September 12th.
Next session, bro.
Sir, I have one general.
Sir, I have a question.
See, general doubts and everything you have now orientation sessions going on. You can come there and ask, okay?
Is there any attendance for this session? I didn't check my messages so that I joined very late.
See, let me clear it once again to all the 139 people who are here. See, these sessions are not at all mandatory. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you don't have any doubt, you are comfortable with mathematics. If you are able to solve every question in the given portal.
So,
no need of
one question regarding the quiz. So what is quiz is about? What we have to do in that?
Quiz is actually, it's not a normal quiz. It's actually
Sir, mute all, sir. Mute all, sir.
It's an exam.
Sir, I have a doubt.
One second. See, quiz is basically.
Sir, what is the pattern of the quiz paper?
Quiz is actually, we will give you some 10 questions. It's like graded assignment question. So, but you have to come to a center and you will be
Okay.
Sir, will all the questions be objective, numerical type or
only these 3 ways. Whether it will be MSQ or MCQ or NAT.
So
there
we
will not
have
be any
to go
fill
to
in the blanks kind of.
So we have to go to the center to give the quiz.
Yeah, you have to go to.
And digital filters.
Yeah.
So if I have a question on relation and function.
On September 12th. And all the operational queries, can you come to this orientation sessions?
See, there is a orientation session today from 10 to 4, so you can ask your
10 to 4, you can ask any doubt.
Where is the link for that class, sir? I cannot see that in my calendar.
I think you got a mail, right?
Yeah, I got a mail recently.
Everyone will get a mail. If there is the Gmeet link, can anyone post it in the chat box?
Yeah, I am posting.
Yeah, thanks.
Sir, if I have any doubts regarding degrees of infinity, what should I do?
You should ask us, but not like this. You just post it in the discussion forum so that we can have a one-to-one conversation. If require a Gmeet, we can have a one-to-one Gmeet. Okay. If it is not, if we're not able to convey in discussion forum.
Sir, but that's not there in our syllabus, right? Like.
It's not there in our syllabus. That is what. It's an extra information. If you want to gain some knowledge on the degrees of freedom, we are very much helpful to.
Sir, today I'll post. Sir.
Yeah, you just post it in the discussion forum. Just see our replies.
Okay.
If you are not convinced with the replies, we can have a small 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That statistics group link I want, sir. Statistics I didn't join that forum.
Statistics, you just
Yes,
mail
sir.
to support.
Okay, sir. Okay.
They will take.
Sir, can I ask one relation and function question?
We see.
Sir, one it's
Very
a
simple.
small
If
chota
it
sa
is
sir.
small, you tell.
Sir, actually, just I want to know that how we can actually determine that a particular inequality relation can be proved as 1-1 or not, 1-1 function or not. Inequality relation, sir. That is
Inequality.
x plus y greater than 1. Then we have to prove that it's a 1-1 function.
Is it graded assignment question?
Sir, the problem is this kind of question is not available anywhere to be
But that is
understood.
not 1-1, right?
No,
See,
sir, how to
that,
formally approach the question, sir. That
okay,
is what I'm
formally.
asking.
So if I have any,
Sir, you can give me, sir, any idea. I'm not asking like a graded question, but it's just a knowledge
okay,
how to approach this question.
okay, if there is a function from function is actually a relation that we will get to know.
Yeah.
Why it is a relation. If you know, it's good. So once if I have function and if I say there is one f where all the elements x comma y such that x is something greater than y plus 1 or y is
Yeah.
greater than x, or simply I wanted to take y greater than x. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I have taken here all the set of reals. Okay. If I wanted to further simplify from set of natural number to set of natural numbers.
Okay.
Okay. So our one set is the natural number and another set is also natural numbers, and I am mapping from this set to this set.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Okay. So now if this is the condition,
yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you whether if I take 1x, let's take 1. Okay.
Okay.
So it is
Sir, this is not a function, also. This is a
this is not a
relationship.
function. Yeah, this is so this is one kind of relation. Okay. So
yeah.
when
Thank you, sir.
when I take 1 from this set, 1 will map to what all the, so this is a set 1 0 1 2 3 and so on, and I have another set 0 1 2 3 and so on. Whatever the element is there inside this should map to the elements of this set where this element should be less than this element. That is how the mapping is, right?
Yeah.
So if I take 0, 0 cannot be mapped to any of the numbers because 0 is, oh, okay, sorry. 0 will map to every number. Except
the
0.
function will
0 will
not be
map to.
on to.
So here
As
codomain
0
is
will
y,
remain
right?
there.
Codomain is?
Y, right?
Codomain is y and.
Yeah. And domain is x. Okay.
X values are domain.
Okay.
So 0 will map to 1, 2, 3, 4 because 1 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 0, 3 is greater than 0.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why 0 will map to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And now 1 will map to 0, not 0, sorry.
So
1
2,
will
3,
map
4,
to
5.
2,
2, 3, 4, 5 to
4 and so on to infinity.
Sir,
Like
there
this
will
it will map.
like
So,
0 to left हो ही जाएगा मतलब.
so
But sir, this is not a function because
yeah, correct. So because
yeah, it's a
one input,
1-to-many mapping, sir.
yeah, 1-to-many mappings. So
Yeah,
one
it's not a
input will give
function.
you many outputs. So
Yeah.
this is not a function. First of all, this is not a function. Even though if it is function, if so, in order to differentiate 1-to-1 and 1-to-1 or not, so for every distinct element in this set A, it should map to only one of the
So
elements.
that I know actually, but I was only confused with the inequalities or how to do it because I wasn't able to picturize the whole idea about that.
Okay.
And sir, if in case the identity relation is not given, so in that case we can presume that it is a reflexive relation, right?
Identity
Because it comprises identity relation property, reflexive. relation.
Reflexive
No,
relation.
sir. Functions we want in detail, sir.
Yeah. So it will be better if we take
Yeah.
a separate session on this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
Yeah,
before,
even sir, in the books which you
So,
and
no,
Mr.
sir.
Vicky,
What I'm saying is the reflexive relation will comprise all the property of identity relations, sir, right?
Yes, yes.
yes. So
Yeah. So that is that was my question. Yeah.
every reflexive relation
Is
will
identity.
be an
Identity plus extra pair of order
extra
pairs,
pair
right?
of ordered pairs. Yeah, right.
Okay.
So identity relation is a subset of any of the
Reflexive, yes.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for this.
So we will try to meet in the next week or.
Yeah.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much, sir.
Thank you,
next
sir.
week we are covering in detail
Thank you,
about
sir.
functions and relations.
Yeah,
sir.
functions and
Thank you
relations.
so much,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I will inform the other instructor who is taking that session.
Because even in the books which you have written, the transitive relation I cannot understand, even with the example.
Okay. We will discuss. Yeah, I understand transitive. This requires a lot of explanation rather than studying in the books.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We will discuss this on September 12th. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. It was a great discussion. Thank you.
We should travel. We will have a great journey ahead.
Thank you, sir.
3 months.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Journey.
Yes, sir.
So don't take anything that burden. Don't take this as a burden or stress. So just enjoy. Keep enjoying mathematics.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye.
sir. Thank you, sir. You were really motivating.
Yeah. So thanks a
Thank
lot
you,
for
sir.
joining and have.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Masih ada?